right, after that exciting entertainment, who's ready to get stoked about workplace productivity software? So we are Photon Suite. Our team is made up of project managers, product managers, business folks, and most of all developers. So, let me introduce to you a developer. His motto in life is deliver code and be left alone. Project management tools make him sad because they take away from his ability to deliver code. You can kind of imagine an interruption of switching context to a project management tool or a chat tool or all the tools needed to deliver a project, kind of like an annoying pop-up is to us on a daily basis, like an email or someone driving by and totally switching context, totally breaks his concentration. This happens to him approximately 20 times a day. So, the problems with that are, first off, developers that are frustrated and being disrupted all the time, they're not as productive as those that are focused. Secondly, developers are expensive. They're especially expensive to replace. We have a talent retention problem. Actually, just for a little pro tip, the average starting salary for a developer in Seattle, or just an average salary, is $110,000. That's a huge opportunity cost if you're not leveraging them to their full potential. So we went through a validation process for workplace productivity software, specifically in the project management solution space. The problem here is that the market is really saturated. So we initially focused specifically on developers and the fact that context switching is the pain point. We talked to approximately 20 to 25 people, 10 developers. Every single one of them listed context switching as their primary pain point. The validation process after the initial interviews was to create a website where we actually had people sign up for using this app. So our developers on the team posted to their social media this simple site that described ways or a product that would eliminate context switching. We had 15 people approximately sign up in just 90 minutes. The MVP of our solution is a plugin that integrates with all the project management tools out there. We would start small with the top known ones. There's approximately 20 when I did a Google search for project management APIs that we could integrate with. This would have project management tasks, or we're just going to get into it while we go. This is going to have project management tasks, descriptions, and chat solutions integrated. This is what a normal API looks like. This is our developers actually working on the Hello World model for our project. Here is after they open the Photon plugin. You can see over here, the left is a list of prioritized tasks that come from the project management tool. From here, there's a description that also comes from the project management tool, so they're not having to leave their workspace at all. And I would like to call out, they also have personalized notes, but these are stored and later searchable by date. And this is also linked to Slack. The whole process is auto-generated when they open a task. Here's what it looks like when they open the task. If they want to move away, this helps them manage their tasks and see all the information they need, still all in the product management software suite. Or not, it's actually in their development environment. It's not in the product management software suite. Our value proposition: integrate all the tools that you use on a daily basis to deliver code into one single platform so you can deliver more code and be bothered less. Value proposition for businesses who would be ultimately paying for this is happy developers make more successful products. And developers are expensive to lose. We also have a second round that we'd have all this data by having a centralized repository of the developer's progress, so we could provide automated reporting, which is a secondary pain point that we found with the current project management tools. This goes into our business proposition. Our business proposition is two-pronged. We want to actually test the MVP before finalizing what it is. However, there's two methods in the project management workspace industry right now. There's a freemium model, which We would practice to a certain extent where you have different enhancements, and there's also the licensing model. We most likely use a combination of these two models as enterprises adapted us, but we're depending on the viral effect of developers loving our software and convincing their project managers and business owners to adopt. Thank you. This is the tagline. This is the project management solution made for developers by developers.
Are there similar applications out there that does this today, and how is this different?
Yeah, there's actually IDE plugins by all the major project management software providers, but they are really focused on exposing the features of that product management software. They're not acting as an ally to the developers. For instance, I can identify states in the project management software that will frustrate me, like having multiple tasks of the same priority, so I don't know what to work on first. This tool can work for me to identify that and help me resolve it more automatically rather than having to manually intervene.
Yeah, and another thing we wanted to add to that too is, congruency is a big frustration for a lot of developers too. Like, they move to, one company to another, one team to another. This would hook up to APIs from multiple project management suites, so they'd still, no matter where they were, they'd still be working with the same UI. It's an abstraction layer on top of project management software.
And how much time do you expect the developers to spend managing this tool, and how does that compare to what they're managing now?
So usually like non-technical work is actually usually more than the actual coding. It's not just the management, but it also includes like testing and meetings. So we expect maybe like a quarter or an eighth of their time at least to be saved. Yeah.
So kind of following up on that, there's clearly a strong value proposition for the user, but I'm wondering if for the customer, and I'm imagining like the manager of the engineering team would be the paying customer, does she have a dashboard so she can ensure across the team that all of the necessary tasks are being achieved?
Yes, and so that's a great question and a great point. We try to simplify that. So when we went to talk with several project managers, one of the things that they said is, we asked the question, what makes you look good at your job? And they say, showing that I'm on top, showing that I know when my project is going to land, if it's not going to land on date, have information and have reports to show when it's going to do that. However, then we asked, well, how do you go about solving that today? It's with a lot of overhead and manual work put by the project managers and by the developers, which again frustrates them. So that's why we say freemium layer is essentially your beachhead, is the developers. So as many developers can use this as they want. When the project managers and the business managers want to have all of that reporting, and also we thought about sort of a Grammarly of project management. So imagine something that live on top of the applications, and that then would make all of the tasks and problems and alerts that a given project may have, they'll be visible for the project manager to act on.
Thank you.